Hello and welcome to my second video on how to tap, the benefits of tapping, and how this can help you in your everyday life. So, as I was mentioning last week in my last video, just tapping here on the collarbone, underneath the collarbone, it's a really good way to calm down very quickly. And there's three major points I'd like to mention today. The first is how tapping reduces stress and anxiety quickly. So, tapping helps calm the nervous system by stimulating acupressure points around the top half of the body. And it's sending messages to the brain. It's telling the brain what we don't want any longer, how we'd like to feel, and just allow our body to calm down and feel rational, actually. Just rationalize how we're feeling. And at the same time, this feeling or these thoughts from the past usually will just disperse, disappear, and a new neural pathway is being made in your brain as you are tapping. So it's helping calm your nervous system while focusing on these triggers, these emotional triggers that we all get. So this can lower cortisol levels and reduce feelings of stress, worry, and overwhelm almost immediately. So next time you're feeling a little stressed or anxious, if you don't want people to see you in case you're with lots of people, you can just pop over to a corner and turn around and just tap. Nobody's looking, nobody's interested, really. Everyone's usually interested in themselves, not other people. So you can easily find somewhere to tap, just underneath the collarbone. Really simple. And I've done this several times in public, in a bank, just to give you an example, standing in a queue, feeling really aggravated that I had to wait for so long, 9 or 10 people in the queue, people with bags, they're bringing out lots of paperwork. It's not an easy transactions. So I'm going to be here for a while. And I was getting so angry, feeling angry towards the people in the bank, behind the people that were serving. I really was really upset. So I started tapping in the queue, put my coat sleeve over. Nobody could see me. And really, within a matter of, I would say, 3 or 4 minutes, perhaps less, I had reduced my upset anger and feelings of fear to nothing. I was very calm, very happy to stand in the queue. And when I got to the counter, I was really polite and happy to have, happy to have made the transaction so easily without using any energy. So that's just one example. I'm sure you've got many, so give that a try. Secondly, it improves emotional clarity and resilience. So tapping daily for me is something I do so that I don't get into any situations. I do it beforehand to sort of make sure I don't feel so bad. But if I did, I would continue to tap. But these tapping is allowing you to process all these limiting beliefs and unresolved emotions that we all suffer from, and some past trauma. Now, over time, this builds emotional resilience, it making it easier to handle challenges with calm and clarity. So when you're tapping, you are literally tapping into your emotions that do not serve you any longer. And you are releasing them and letting them go instead of swallowing them down, which is what we normally do when we're uncomfortable. We just, okay, I'll just swallow that down. It goes into our body and causes lots of problems, as I'm sure you know. It goes to the weakest point in your body, and then we get sick, and that's not what we want. So by just tapping there, you can calm yourself down, save yourself a lot of energy because it takes a lot of energy to get angry and upset. And it never works out well. Now, the third one I'd like to talk about is in enhancing your overall well-being, which is so important. We need our bodies to function well. We need our minds to function well. Well, there's so much going on. There's so much pressure. More, I'm sure, different pressures from years ago, but we have pressure. We've got to be there on time. We've got lots to do. We might be a working parent. We might have a job. We might have a pressure job. Whatever it is we have going on, we want to do it with a good heart and feel good about ourselves. So, beyond emotional benefits, tapping can improve your sleep. So, if you have problems with your sleep, you go to bed at night, your mind is racing 100 miles an hour, and there's no way you're going to get to sleep. And this goes on night after night. I have clients that have had this repetitive problem for years and now sleep well. It boosts your focus, and we could all do with that. It even reduces physical tension or pain. I've had many people that I've helped who have had pain, years of pain, that's actually gone because we've acknowledged that pain and we've tapped it away. And as crazy as that sounds, I mean, I'm always amazed at the way people feel after the tapping and how that particular problem that they felt when they come in, which they were desperate to get rid of, has now gone. It can support both mental and physical health. And we all need that. We all need to stay well and healthy. And hopefully, although we know drugs and the National Health Service is full of wonderful people that are trying to help us on one level. And I have to be thankful for those people who saved my life. But on a day-to-day basis, when we're working and the stresses of everyday life come upon us, I think that if we can just use our fingers and tap, as opposed to going to the doctor, waiting, I don't know how long for an appointment, and then being given a drug, which isn't helpful because it's just dulling your senses and it's not going to be helpful when that wears off. So it's much better to be able to have a natural way. And this, for me, after finding it about 17 or 18 years ago, has been a lifesaver in many ways. It's helped me grow, it's helped me see things differently. And it's something I have immediately. And I think that's the key to the tapping. Not only does it rewire your brain, but to have something to hand to do yourself and take control is for me um, why it works so well. So, when you want to create a sense of balance and vitality in your life, please consider trying this tapping, letting me know how you get on. I'm always really interested in how amazing this helps everyone that's come to me. So, thank you for listening. I look forward next time to showing you how to tap, doing a whole sequence with you so that you can take this away and use it on yourself and see the difference. So, thanks again for listening, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.